ground up. Cool, 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 cool. I think I need to move the camera over a little bit. This way? Is that good? Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's a good position. Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well this evening. We're trying out a new concept. I hope it goes well. I don't know that it will. But we'll have to wait and see what your guys' reception to it is. I am currently getting the stream shared out now that we're live. And if you're here already, hello, hello. Hello, 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 everyone out there who is joining or not joining the stream. I am getting it put out onto the Discord now. We're going to say trying a new concept. Mellow Mondays. All right, we are live now. There we go. So that's been shared out there. We are also going to... Actually, I think that might be it for now. That's not it for now. I'm going to also share it elsewhere. Let's see here. No, not edit. I meant to go share. By the way, chat, I got a new phone case. It's not supposed to be a permanent phone case for me, but... Vin OCH, what's up? How are you? Welcome to the stream. Sorry, I am currently sending a text message to share out the stream. Gabriel, hello, welcome to the stream. You're just in time. We're just here hanging out for a nice mellow Monday. We're taking it easy. We're jamming to some tunes. We're playing a little bit of No Man's Sky here for a little bit. How are you, dude? Joel Morin, rhythm? Yes, I have some rhythm. Not very much of it, but a little bit. I'm doing well, Vin. How are you? How are you? I hope you're well. Hope your Monday's going pretty good. My Monday was a very Monday, if you know what I mean. It was very just... Go figure, like, kind of long, kind of whatever, I guess, in a way. Like, it's, you know, it is what it is. It's a Monday, after all. If anyone wants to watch. Paste. There we go. Trevor. And the other one. Okay. Where have you been living? I have been living within my home that is within the United States of America, legally speaking. How about you? Where are you living at? All right, we're going to go ahead and pull up No Man's Sky now. I hope everyone's ready to clown. We're going to go clown around in the great beyond. In the stars. We're going to reach out and we're going to grab... something. I don't know what yet, but we're gonna reach out and we're gonna grab something. We're gonna see if we can get some ship parts and make something happen here. I'm also gonna mute the music because it's not really necessary since No Man's Sky kind of has its own bombastic music, you know. But yeah, here we go. We're getting ready to dive on into space, and I guess I should probably switch the camera over to that so you can see that we are in fact playing No Man's Sky. Here we are. We're here. We're having a good time. We're hanging out. We're chilling. It's going to be fun, I think. I've got my ship. What time is now in your country? It is currently 6:23 p.m. I am on the Eastern Standard Time Zone. Do you hear that piano trill? What's up, Turd Mite? Hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I think for now... Do I have a bunch of parts? I'm going to go drop all of these off in our cache. Or at least attempt to. Help? Hello, V87. What do you need help with? I just went straight through those doors. That was a little trippy. Discord suddenly started not working. That's not good. Do you work or study? Kind of both. I'm not in school, but I'm always learning new stuff. I'm always getting new camera equipment and whatnot. But I do work 50 hours a week, so there's not a ton of time for it, you know? But it is what it is. Also, is the volume too loud, or are we pretty good? Can you guys hear me pretty well over everything, or is it too loud? It's down right now? That's weird. That's great. Yeah, how about you, Vin? Are you working or studying? How are you today? Turdmite, I'm doing pretty well. I'm doing pretty well, all things considered. I'm here. It's a Monday, and it wasn't a terrible Monday, so... we'll take the wins where we can get them, you feel? Looks like I can buy some of these frigates. I don't think I want... Wait a second, what are you? What are you looking like? That's a pretty cool looking frigate. Right? Yeah, it's actually a pretty sweet looking frigate. Okay. Let's see if it's this one that's talking to us. Hireling Nodvis. Inspect frigate. Lazy crew. No, I'm good. I don't really care to have a lazy crew, personally. Pretty good. Studying? Nice. What are you studying? What are you in school for? I was in school. I took like the intro to coding, and it was entirely too much. I was like, oh, okay, that's why hardly anyone does this. Got it. It went right over my head. Here we go. Another fleet message. Broker Aver. Wandering Compass. That's not terrible, though, overall. An industrial specialist? I mean, I don't have a lot of those, so we're going to take it. Who else? You again. You have a lazy crew. I don't think I want anything to do with you. Yeah, I think I'm good. I'd rather not. Maybe don't advertise your laziness. Actually, they may not have control over that, to be fair. To be fair. Yeah, so basically all we're going to be doing today, well, I say all, our goal for today is to find a planet that has salvageable scrap. What's this one? Have I not looked at this closest planet yet? Fiery planet with salvageable scrap. I don't think I want to deal with a fiery planet. So what we might end up doing is boarding our capital ship and moving on to a different system. Because I want to be able to hop from salvageable scrap to salvageable scrap very easily. And the reason we want to do that is for constructing a Corvette ship. And that might be easier said than done. We'll just have to wait and see. Also, this is my new phone case. It's from Small Rig, and it's all like metal and stuff and like sturdy. And if I slide this little switch... I don't know why I'm showing you this, but I think it's neat. If I slide the switch down, it unlocks and can remove from the metal frame. Isn't that neat? I'm pretty proud of this thing. It looks pretty sick. So now this is just the phone case as like a normal phone case. Pretty chill case. But it allows me to mount things to my phone like lights and stuff, so that's pretty sweet. So if you don't know, the reason that we're doing everything we're doing with Corvettes and surrounding Corvettes, it is for the sole purpose that Corvettes are awesome, and they have a lot of really interesting aspects to them, as far as, like, it's basically a flying base, and it's got a ton of space. Like, there are so many Corvette components as you can see, that we've already found, you can build like an absolutely ridiculous ship. I would like to stream, but I don't know where to start. I used to stream straight from my PlayStation 4. So if you have a PS4 or PS5, just stream your gameplay straight from that and talk into your mic. Just talk as if you're always going to have someone new coming in to speak to you. Always. Always, always, always. Basically give someone a reason to stick around, you know? Core components. I definitely don't want the basic landing gear. I'd like the maglev landing gear. But that's also going to be easier said than done. Trade advanced. I've already got one ambassador class cockpit. I do think I want an ambassador class hab or 2 or 3. Okay, cool. It does pull from the other inventories. That's sick. That's actually really awesome. That's great advice. Yeah, no problem then. No problem. If you have a phone, there are ways, more so now than there used to be. A lot of software has come a long way from when I started 9 years ago. You could take your phone, which is probably USB-C. If you have an iPhone, you can probably get away with like Lightning to USB-C, or even just Lightning straight to USB-C into your PC or your laptop, or just straight from your phone. If you've got a reliable internet connection, you can literally stream just using this little device. So like, put it to use. It's worth it. It's worth it. If for no reason other than it's fun just to hang out, and if you were going to be doing something anyway, you know, just hang out with other people and do it. Why not, right? I think I want to go with one of those. Oh, really? Maybe we wait just a second then, because I don't know the real rarity of some of these and how they apply. So I don't want to just start throwing things away that we might want to keep. Like our mag field landing thrusters, we're definitely keeping those. 100% without question. Those are too good. They're really cool. That's true. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I enjoy it quite a lot. But also, I'm not everyone, so not everyone will just inherently enjoy it by default. So, when I say that about streaming, about like, oh, if you were gonna do it anyway, that kind of thing. Yes, but also keep in mind that if it's not for you, that's okay. Some stuff is just not going to be for everyone. And saying that out loud might be like, well, duh, but, you know, sometimes it's not always super obvious. Industrial joints, structural. The Zenith class reactor. We've got the light scaffolding. I've got quite a bit to choose from here. I kind of don't want to trade for the hab yet. I want to go see if we can find an ambassador class hab. We've got plenty of landing gear. Thunderbird landing thrusters. An advanced landing system for a Corvette-class ship, compatible with both standard interstellar docks and planetary descents alike. Interesting. Okay, so I don't really get what that means, but sure. Zenith class, Medusa class, Azimuth class, and Seto class. I wonder if Zenith is the highest you can get, like the tippy top of tippy tops. The Ambassador class landing bay, definitely going to use that because that just looks sick. And some of the stuff we gotta just find more of. I can also show you guys a really fun, interesting trick with what are they called? What are those things called again? With portable refiners. There's a reason I've got several of them. There's an interesting little thing you can do to duplicate items. What other games do you play? Kind of whatever anyone wants me to play, really. I have played Lobotomy Corporation, Library of Ruina, this, League of Legends, Minecraft, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, Pokemon Sword and Shield, Legends Arceus. Let's think, what else have I streamed? Some Call of Duty here and there, some Battlefield here and there. No Roblox yet, but I have streamed a bit of Fortnite. So there's been... What a weird glitch. There's been several things that have streamed. I don't need any more tech slots. Okay. Oh, wait. I think this person will have... Do you play story games? Yes, actually. Lobotomy Corporation and Library of Ruina were both story games. I started Outer Wilds. I have not finished it yet. But, are you just a nanites exchanger? Like, if I give you barter. So that time you gave me nanites. And if I ask where you're from, anomalous subspace signal detected. So I guess we'll go see what that is, and then we'll go find a new system with the use of our capital ship. Yeah, I'm trying to think what story games I've played on stream. Anything that PlayStation has made free for the month, like every month, I've played a lot of those. Explore countless realities. Polo holds coordinates for black holes. That's not what I'm needing. This should be on planet. Where is it? Right there. Let's go to the unknown grave. The reason we're going to go to this unknown grave is that it should hold a portal glyph, which would give us the opportunity and the potential to go to the center of this galaxy and move on to another galaxy, which would be absolutely incredible. Forgot I've got an echolocator. Have you played Resident Evil? I have played Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. It's been... Holy crap, that's been so many years. Played? You've played Resident Evil? I've started Village, haven't beaten it yet, and now I'm really curious about where 9 goes. Resident Evil... I think it's just Biohazard, but it has another subtitle, I thought. Am I remembering correctly? Extract glyph. And we got a memory fragment, but I don't remember what those do exactly. Consume. Oh. I can't use that anyway. We will be selling that. Nice, indeed, indeed. Are you excited for Resident Evil 9 now that they've announced it? That was a pretty dope announcement, I gotta say. When it dropped, I was like, okay. As inevitable as this probably was, and as I'm sure it was leaked to high heavens, I was still pretty pumped. Like, that's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. It looks wild. Like, I don't even know if you need to know the previous game story to play it. But I guess that's technically true for all of them. I know Village picks up somewhat after Biohazard, but... You know, like... Is it really necessary? It's kind of the question. Alright, so we're basically just going to board our ship. Where's the entrance again? Oh, yeah. I thought it was on the other end, but never mind. Oh, I was facing the right way. I just went too far. Got it. Okay, okay. So, yes, very excited. Good. Yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Like I said, I have Village. I've got a physical disc for it and everything. And I've started playing it. I just haven't gotten that far into it yet. What is happening here? Sir, you can't park there. That's not even a parking spot. Buddy, what are you doing? What is happening here? You need to park elsewhere. I should probably send people out before we leave. New expedition routes. Let's do it. Let's take on Voyage of Discovery first. Expedition Assembly. So it's kind of a generic sort of catch-all. Let's send the Decree, the Normandy, Tatsu's Spirit, and our other exploration team. We got one more we can send. I guess a pirate cruiser, a raider, just in case. I should have enough fuel for at least one more. Let's do the combat patrol. Let's send our raider, Doomed, and then just our top combat. Launch. And we will try for the trade expedition. I don't know for sure that this one will go super well, but we'll send combat. We'll send a combat, an industrial, a raider, and then the rest industrial. We did have enough for that. Sweet. Okay. We'll leave that be. That'll be enough for now. In the meantime, we're now going to warp. Where to? No real clue, to be honest. Let's head in the direction of the galactic core, which is this way. And let's just see what else we've got out this way. These ones that have nothing in them kind of intrigue me. There's a chance that these might have airless planets or lifeless planets, and that would make things a little bit easier for the salvageable scrap hunting, at least potentially. So now that we're here, let's go into here real quick. Let's scan. Planetary probe. Lifeless moon. Ancient bones. Overgrown planet is interesting. Ancient bones. Vile brood. Okay, so none of these planets had what we're looking for, which is the salvageable scrap. So all that means is we just warp to another system. And this is a really quick way to kind of get a feel for what's around you and what you're working with and whether or not it's even worth sticking around for. And again, my main goal with picking some of these, like, lifeless is the wrong word, but seemingly empty star systems is specifically in hopes that we can find a lifeless planet. Yeah, like that right there. Let's see what we see. Let's see what we see. First contact. Let's go scan again. Same thing. A viridescent planet is interesting because that's going to be like a potentially cool planet, but also I'm not really that worried about that right now. We're specifically looking for salvageable scrap planets, so we continue our search and our hunt. It must plot a course around these empty star systems. Ooh. This one's empty and dissonant. See, now that's an interesting combo. Because the dissonance is relating to... What are they called? The little drones. They're like the police force of every star system. I guess Atlas drones is what they would be. What the heck? That's a cool... New Umi. That's a cool planet and a cool name. Terraforming catastrophe. I'm gonna go check this planet out real quick. I just want to. How do I mark it again? I guess it'd be view and then mark. There we go. Let's go see what this planet's working with. I'm very curious. It looks like it's gonna have potentially red seas and purple land masses, which, I mean, sign me up. Here we go. And we have liftoff. Once again, those gates did not open correctly. That always looks really weird when it happens. Is it this planet? Nope. We're gonna keep looking around for a minute. Whoop, right there. Or... yeah, that's it. That's weird. Why does it look like that? Maybe it'll generate the textures and or the actual surface when we get a little closer. Because the map showed a very different story for this planet. Or maybe the scan was inaccurate. Either way, we're about to find out. It could also be cloudy right here. Yeah, it was just... okay. It's just very cloudy at the moment. That can change over time. Entering the atmosphere. It must be storming. Yeah, it's storming. Okay. There's rain. You see it? See the rain? It's actually glitching through the ship a little bit. Boiling monsoons? Oh, no. Okay, let's see if we can find somewhere that it's not... that there's not a boiling monsoon happening. Just somewhere else on the planet. I'm just curious real quick. So we're going to go just outside the atmosphere so we can travel nice and quick. Let's go. Let's shoot this way. And stop. And we'll head right over there. That looks like a nice... is it though? I don't think it's a clear patch in the storm. Never mind. Is it going to monsoon over the entire planet? What's going on? Maybe if we can get to the dark side of the planet. I'm going to angle like this. See if we can't skirt just beside it. Come on down the dark side of it. And maybe, just maybe, there won't be as much going on in the way of storms. Although I'm seeing a lot of storm clouds, it might just be the case. Yeah, I think we're just in monsoon season right now. It's hard to see. Okay. Yeah, we're just in boiling monsoon season, I guess. Isn't that rough? I'm not seeing much of anything that I really need to stick around for. I mean, I'll probably scan the life forms just kind of while we're here, because that's essentially free money. And with the storm clearing, we could actually see some stuff here in just a second. Hopefully. It's another plant. There's an animal. Oh, it's a little guy. Yeah, he's itty bitty. Storm has cleared, but it kind of seems like there's just constant... There must be near constant rain. What is this, Seattle? Well, you're new. Did not mean to shoot you. I apologize. Hey, it's one of those things. The, like, multi-eyed bugs. Those things are insane. Looking. There's the tall guys. I've seen those a couple of different places. That, like, kind of species. And that's somewhat new. I've not seen one of those before. It's got to be nearly every creature. There's these two over here that might honestly just be the same anyway. That looks like a predator. Yeah, they are the same. Okay, I think we can go. Just scanned a couple things. We've discovered the planet, so we're good there. I think we're good to roll. Let's go see what else we can see, shall we? Amongst the stars. That planet seemed interesting until we got there, and honestly, not that that's a lot of planets in the game, but quite a few planets will seem cool at first. Yeah. And then it can just quickly fall off, you know? Give me 1 second. I'm actually going to double check. Are we No Man's Sky? I'm just making sure both streams show No Man's Sky as the game, and they do. Perfect. Okay. Cool. Just checking. Back to what we were doing. So we're going to go up here. Make our approach nice and wide. Drop down in. And we're going to move on to the next star system. Did I just park on top of someone's ship? On top of my own? That's not a parking spot. What is happening? I think my parking deck is too full. It's got nowhere to put stuff. So it's just kind of putting whatever ship wherever it'll go. Just wherever it'll fit, you know? Alright, let's see here. That one's on our path. Let's try the Dissonant with a lot of conflict going on. We might come into a pirate fight. I'm not certain. I don't think I've ever traveled in my capital ship and found a conflict actively going on. I wonder if I'm just kind of protected from that, from getting involved in that, if I'm doing it this way. Alright, here we go. Salvageable scrap on a sub-zero planet is not ideal, but it is some of the first salvageable scrap we found, so let's go give it a try. Because if it's not too bad and it's easy to see and there's stuff close by, I could see an argument for it, you know? Now that's parked way up there. What the heck is happening? Why is the parking such a mess? What in the crap? Oh, it's having me go... It wants me to go create a Corvette. I'm not ready for that yet. I don't have the parts for it. Soon. Maybe. Here we go. I'm also going to try to make sure we put ourselves on the light side of this planet. For several reasons. The primary one just being that we want to make sure we can see really well, especially on a new planet that we've not had a ton of experience being in. So let's try and aim for like right there. Overshot it by just a little bit. And we're just going to dive down into it. Entering the atmosphere. And once we've fully entered, we'll just pick a spot to land and start looking around. See what we can see. Let's do right here. Definitely looks cold, that's for sure. Okay. Salvageable scrap. There's one already. There's another one about 5 minutes away. 1,100 units. 600 units the other direction. Okay. I think this is actually going to be a pretty good spot overall. The cold climate does kind of diminish our jetpacks a little bit. So the hot planet might have technically been better for that purpose, but ultimately shouldn't be a huge deal either way. That thing looked really funny with those tiny little wings. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to work. It's definitely worth just moving over to the mining unit. Chewed storage. See, what we don't want to get is, in my opinion, that stuff. This stuff is nice to sell, but it doesn't really serve a lot of function for what we're out here for, which is the express purpose of Corvette units. Units? Kind of. Corvette parts, I guess I should say. Technically. Oh. There's one more, two more? Okay. Sweet, so we'll go get this one, and then we'll hop over to the right after that. Why did that only give 1,600? I'm using the wrong multi-tool. That's why. Let me switch back to this one. That's better. Okay, so I should get a decent number of units. That makes a lot more sense. That's far closer to what I'm used to. Ow. Those little wings are really funny to me. How far are they? 462. Oh, yeah. What a great... Yeah, okay. This is pretty amazing. We've got a great little setup here. So all we really have to do is travel realistically not that far. And then we'll just have access to the different units and links and such. Wholly incredible. Not only are these things really good to sell for just bukus of credits, you can also trade them in. So, like, just because we don't find enough of X, Y, and Z doesn't mean we can't trade in A, B, and C for them. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. You guys can figure it out. Thunderbird class and a Rockhopper wing module. We'll mark that, and then we'll go there. What do you got for me? Twin Echo jets, Albatross cargo tank. That should be it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Next up, we've got 758 that way, 961, 800. The closest is definitely the 760. And then that one will be afterwards. Because we should be more than like 300 or 400 from that other one to the right after this. But yeah, that's basically the order of operations here, you know? You're just flying from spot to spot, gathering up pieces, and then we're going to attempt to build ourselves a nice, big, beautiful ship. I think that was a Thunderbird class hab. Satellite receiver, interesting. 2 satellite receivers, okay. And so next we'll need to head this way. I believe that was going to be the next one. And that looks to be correct. Yeah, I think that's it. Just trying to scan stuff I think I might have missed thus far. Which won't be much. Yeah, okay, let's head this way. Oh, hey. There's little minerals all right here that I bet I can scan. And I bet each one of these slightly different shapes counts as one. Okay, maybe not. Nope. Okay. That's fine. I'll take 2. I'll take 2 for sure. This should give quite a bit of stuff. See, that's good for selling, but not good for like what we're out here for. So that's, I don't know. I mean, we'll, you know, we'll take it. I'm not going to scoff at like a million's worth of credits to sell or more. It's just not. We're out here for a specific purpose, and that's not making monies. If we were out here to make monies, there are faster ways to do that. Is all I would say. Frozen tubers. You know, I might I'm halfway considering uninstalling my other attachments on the multi-tool. Thermal protection started falling. That's never great. Let's go this one first. Looks like we've got 4 lined up pretty closely together. I'm gonna go ahead and do that, yeah. Let's recharge all of our equipment. So that, and that. But then let's go to our multi-tool, and I think we strip away the Blaze Javelin for now. Let's just store it. I don't really have a need for it right now. And let's also store... What are we also switching to? The neutron cannon is strong. I'll keep that for the time being. We'll store the bolt caster. Let's do that. And also Angler's Rig. I'm not going to be doing any fishing, so there's not really any point. I think the rest of that looks pretty good, though. What you guys think? So now, it's literally just the 3. That's going to save such a ridiculous amount of time. Whoa. Alright, my bad. I didn't mean to hit the mic on that one. So I get for trying to scratch my face instead of just lifting my hand off the mouse, trying to multitask too much. Not really anything left to scan, I don't think. There's just inherently not going to be much after we've scanned so much of the planet. You know? Well, I say that, but there's some stuff. And when we do build our Corvette, let's build some frost crystal on it, just because frost crystal looks cool when it's grown. I mean, look at this. This looks really neat, in my humble opinion. Alright, that should give us plenty to work with. And you are building and crafting is what you're good for. Okay. Duly noted. I've got another thing I can scan right there. Let's go. The type, that's big. That's big. Massive, even. Let's fly on over here. Hey, girls. Hey, mac and cheese. Welcome to the stream. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know what? That might just be the move. Because that just did such a devastating amount of damage to that thing. It got it done with quickly. That one's 1100. These were the clusters. We've got 318, 478, 1100, and 324. Let's start at 318 and then sweep across this way. I know, right, V87, I was typing in a server and it started glitching. Is Discord, like, down, or is it, like, just acting weirdly? Nothing surprises me anymore with Discord, so, like, I could believe it either way. It's just, it would suck if no one got the notification. Certain servers are down. Ah, okay. That sucks for those servers. Actually, really sucks. Okay, so now that we're here, we've got this one directly in front of us. Let's start scanning ahead. 190. Obviously, that's going to be our next one. Almost definitely. Yeah, 190 is so close, and then maybe we go 272 next. And then same thing, we're just going to go on over here. All right. So then the next logical, technically, was that the one? Ah, those are a little different. We don't really need those. 318's not bad. So let's mark that for now. And let's just look and see what else is close. 700 puts us well on our way to the next one. I think we go there. I think we actually go 7. Because then that puts us like 300 or 400 within the next thing after that. These are all creatures we've seen. Okay. Do y'all prefer third or first person? Like, as observers, would you prefer third or first person? This is third. This is first. Excuse me. I could see an argument for either, frankly speaking. Yeah, I don't care, Mr. Drone. Sorry. Maybe I should, but I just don't. 381. 651. 424. Maybe we'll go 424 next. I just see any will do. I'm going to stick to first for now, then. If it doesn't make a difference to y'all, just because I prefer first person. But if someone would rather third... Holy crap. Just say so. Where did that go? Did I fly over it by accident? Is that it? No. Where the heck is it? Did I literally go flying right over it? Yo. What? Oh, it's right under my... I just gotta look down. That's the problem. Okay. There we go. We got a doomed casing. I don't really know what that means. But cool, I guess. Let's see, where to next? In our immediate vicinity, we've got an 861, a 1050, an 1150, a 491, 1087, 512. Well, 5 minutes. 5 minutes, 354. I said we go this way. Go west, my son. My boy? My boy! I'm okay, Dad. Sorry, I'm a little tired, so I'm probably not making a ton of sense. Oh, man, is anyone else just kind of having a day? If you know what I mean? Like, just a long day, you know? Oh, goodness. Thermal protection is out. Try to remember to grab those on our way out. They will make for a nice boost to our next location. All right. Investigate all you want. I don't care. All right. Next location is going to be probably that right there. I feel like we went kind of far away from everything else. Yeah, 5:45 minutes, 4:54. Actually, let's go that way. Unknown. Let's get our scan on, boys. There we go. All right. Then probably this way next. At 600 units, there's not going to be a ton closer, frankly speaking. And it didn't look like there was kind of anything closer. 5 minutes, 5 minutes. 10:35, 8:39. Yep, so we're going to go here and then we'll work our way left. And so far, I feel like we've found some pretty decent stuff. Not a ton of Adamant class, but I think the Doomed stuff is pretty rare. I don't know what its stats are. Like, I don't know how rare or good it is stat-wise. But that's No Man's Sky for you. It can seem vague until you understand it, is what I meant by that. There's a Titan-class cockpit. We can actually use that for trading resources for sure. Because I have 2 of those, maybe even 3 now. And heavy linkage. I'm not really certain that's going to be super tradable, but maybe it will be. I would love to be proven wrong about that. 801's a little far. 1226 is even further. Yeah, that's what makes the most sense. Bar none. Another new species of tree. Sweet. Don't mind if we do. Oh boy. We got a rare item. 2,000 years old. Which is cool, but not what we came for. A Sentinel boundary map for some reason? Okay. Interesting. Certainly interesting. Alright, so we got 1017. We've got 346. We're definitely heading that way, almost definitely. There's not going to be much else. It's not very likely to be that close. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Dadgummit. Spam the wrong button. Sentinel boundary map. No, okay, yeah, we're still getting Corvette parts. I'm just also getting several boundary maps. For reasons, I guess. 355 is almost definitely going to be our closest. Then we got a 567 immediately after that. That's actually a really good stack up there. I really like that a lot, genuinely. And there's not much else closer, so let's do it. That pairing being that close together is going to be really, really nice when we get there. We're basically going to go from one immediately to the next, which none of this is taking all that long in the first place, but cutting down on the travel time, what was that? Is already pretty awesome. Basically, any amount of time we can cut out of this process is definitely a good thing. Let's grab that, and that, and that. So there's this one here, and then another one 305 away. Let's dig you up. Another rare item. We're definitely going to be sending up a trade rocket because I've got quite a bit. Rockhopper fin module. That's cool. We'll take it for sure. High energy shield. Ducting joint. Cracking my knuckles. Alright, let's just look around for a minute. There's not really anything out this way. So I think we double back for this 900. And then we go from there. Ow. Another unidentified material. Every time I feel like we've ran out of those to find, another one shows up. Like almost every single time. It's kind of awesome. There we go. Mine. There we go. And what do we get? Oily cylinders. Longshore cowling. I have literally never seen that before. So that's really interesting, actually. Did not know we'd find anything new. What is a curious deposit? Oh, runaway mold. Okay, let's go there. I don't see anything else around here. And that gives me a nice natural opportunity to show you guys what to do with runaway mold. Because it's pretty easy to pull off. Good night, boss. Good night, Kaylin. Thank you for watching. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you had a good Monday, and I hope you have an even better Tuesday. So, all you're going to do is cut a hole in the ground deep enough that they can fall into. You're going to want them to roll. And that just destroyed that one. Did they change it? They did. Damn. Okay, I just lost quite a bit of runaway mold to that. That's unfortunate. So that one will roll down. That one's going to go the other way. That one's going to go the other way. Well, the idea used to be you set up a ramp system for it to fall down into. But if you do that, it deletes it. So maybe don't do it that way. Learn from my mistake. Alright, oh well. It got us to our Alright. It got us to... I heard my dog barking. Our next natural destination, which is that other salvageable container. And then we'll try and build a Corvette. We've already got another one in sight. That's awesome. That actually sets us up really well. So we're basically going to definitely go that way next. How far am I from the ship now? 30 minutes? We've been going the same direction more or less for 30 minutes. Okay. That's kind of wild. Oh, you guys are pirates. Okay, I'm about to show you guys how to have some fun with some pirates. Watch this. If they're still going to circle back and try to attack... Yeah, they are. Oh, buddy. Here we go. I got to show them what's up. And done. Alright. Where was my marker at? I guess somewhere over here, right? I'm just gonna land down here. Just kind of head back the direction we were going. That way. 7... Okay, I'm gonna go fly back that direction 7 minutes. I didn't realize I'd gone so far. It didn't seem like I had, but I guess the ship's faster than I thought it was. Hey, we're the Gex most favored. I don't really want to be that, but, you know, whatever. I guess that's what we are. Alright, now where was that at? What the crap? Is it somewhere else entirely? Alright. I guess we'll pick a direction and go. It was somewhere around this crater, was it not? Yeah, I bet that's it right there. Okay. At least we're able to find it again. Or at least what is presumably it. Is that an unknown? No. Is that chromatic metal from that thing? There ain't no way. That's absolutely insane. Normally you have to process to get chromatic metal, so getting it straight from a rock is a bit unheard of. Well, not unheard of. It happens. It just has... It doesn't happen frequently. So that's cool. Shout out to this planet for having dope stuff. Getting a little hungry. And guess who's cooking tonight, chat? Yours truly. Ooh, look at that. Look at that in the distance. Let's go. That's a nice cluster of them. Inventory's getting pretty full. I guess we'll just go until our inventory is nearly filled and then see if we can build something nice with it. Back at the space station. Another small vent, as if we didn't already have enough of those. Another unknown. What is left on this planet for me to discover? Here's the chromatic metal bits. So, definitely gonna grab that while I'm here. Not having to process out for chromatic metal is awesome. Alright, 725, probably. Oh no, 189, 384? What? Let me get my priorities straight. First of all. Ambassador wing module, let's go. We love a good ambassador ring. Radar dome? That one might be new for me. Doesn't seem overly familiar. Pitted crank. That's what they used to call me in high school. All right, now we got a 205, a 494, and a 5 minute. Another 5.5 minute. 1031. 900. Let's go here first, and then move to the left of it from our current perspective, and then we'll go from there. Whoops. Order of operations. There we go. Now we're here. Next one's, I think this one, 452 and a 1200. Yep. Definitely there next. A Sentinel boundary map again. Okay. Honestly, it might be worth getting rid of them. Like, just saying screw it and doing away with them. Was that an unknown? Unidentified plant. Wow. Still finding unidentified plants out here. That's wild. It's a lot of biodiversity out here. Much more than I was expecting. I think the only downside of these, to the maps, is when the Sentinel Force base is off-planet. Another one? Good. Man, okay. Maybe I should just use it. Would that get it to stop being the thing instead of what we're wanting? 760, here we go. Oh my, that's a... Alright, eyes on the sky, people. If that thing comes this way, that's an exotic ship. Oh, we need to add that to our inventory of ships if we can help it, because we probably won't see that thing again for the rest of the time we're on this planet's surface. I'll put it that way. They're so incredibly hard to come by. Thermal... Did that say thermal glide? Thermal grill. External plating. Okay. Yeah, the visual element stuff is kind of a little bit lost on me because I already know what I want my ship to look like. And it's the sleek ship from... It's the sleek Ranger. It's not what it's called. It's actually just called the Ranger 1, I think, from Interstellar. And if I can't make that work, I might go for something a little more traditional. Ship-wise, like just look up cool spaceships and just try to make something that looks more like just a big old ship, you know? That was one we've already seen, okay. Oh crap. Ow. Whoops. Is that an unknown? No. We're getting a lot more spawning in close again. Pretty soon here, we'll just have to make a decision to dip out. Fuel pod cover. There we go. Bolted joint. Ambassador something? Nope. Man, where's the ambassador habs at? That's what I want. I want to see an ambassador hab or two, please. 287. Nice and close. Oh, okay, that's a huge ravine. That was almost an amount of damage for no reason. Like, not a small amount of damage either. That probably would have hurt quite a bit falling down into. Girder array. Fuel rods are another visual element. Firebox fairing is interesting and something I could potentially make work. Alright, where to next? There was one that would have put us a little closer. I think it was this one. 587, and then the 700 is kind of really well aligned for us overall. Because even though that 271 is close, that the next two after that are going to be kind of far and not really worth it. Whereas these two, this one's is double the other one's distance, but will then put us within that range of a second one. Did that sentence make any sense? I'm trying to think. It might not have. Yeah, that sentence might not have made any sense, but I've said it now. So it is what it is. Oh, yay, made it. Hi, Karos. Hello, Red. Hello. I did misread your message a little bit there. I apologize. I left out the I think. Ooh, I was really hoping that would be the boys. Oh, I need to bind that. Hold on. I got to bind the wave. Let's do Control 0. So now whenever I see a ship that I want to stop, I just do this. And I can make them land and possibly buy it. So if we see that exotic ship fly over us again, we need to stop and wave and get them to land. My favorite is swearing in Spanish. It has that extra sting. Ah, sí. Pinche pendejo. Puta madre. Is that what we're talking about here? A relay joint, let's go. It's my favorite kind of joint to smoke. The relay kind. Alright, there's the Seto class. I think that's the lower end one technically, but we got options, at least. I kind of wonder if Zenith isn't going to be the move on our... Any luck finding Daves? Not yet, but I'm not really on a planet conducive for Daves because this is such a cold planet. Daves usually prefer like a more moderately tempered slash just kind of neutral to warm vibe. I love Daves. I don't blame you. Daves are sick. By the way, Red, how have you been? You've been pretty good, I hope? You seem to be in high spirits. I genuinely hope so. I should give more monsters basic white man names. You should. John. I feel like John for like a big old like either a big tall or a big like stout guy would be perfect. Dave would be, or not Dave, we already have a Dave. Maybe like a Don or a Jack for like another bird, you know? Uh-oh. Inventory's full. Let's empty this out. Let's get rid of that. And we'll start processing that. There we go. Rare item found. So what we're going to do now is call in Trade Rocket. I'm drawing again, so I'm going to say that's a good thing. I've been all right, I suppose. Mental health was very rocky for a bit, but I'm back at it. Thanks for worrying about me. Of course. Of course, Red. Will this split the cost? No, okay, I'm not selling that there then. Yeah, no, I'm glad you're on an upswing right now. I know that may not stay the case, but also, you know, greetings from Vancouver, Canada. Oh yeah, Leonis is all the way up in Canada. He's Canadian now. He's America's hat. Turns out they were dickbag. I lost a friend of 4 or 5 years, so yeah, turns out they were a dickbag. You didn't lose a friend. You didn't lose a friend. You got rid of a potential backstabber. I mean, yeah, the 4 or 5 years that they were a friend to you were probably a pretty good time, but you're in Canada. Yo, I'm Canadian. I'm over here in Ontario. Leonis is over in Vancouver. You're in Red's neck of the woods. That's wild. It's a small world, isn't it? But yeah, no, Red, there was this one time at work. I used to work outside. Now I work behind a desk. But I used to work outside for a time. And, oh my goodness, it was pouring rain so much. I'm closer to Toronto. Nice. I don't know what that relation is to Vancouver, but it was pouring rain so badly that I would step out of the vehicle I was in to go, like, perform the action I was doing, which takes 5 minutes on the long end. By the time I got back to the vehicle, I had to take my boot off and dump it out to get to make room again for my foot. So I would dump out the water, wring out my sock, put it all back on, and then go back out in and go it again. Thunderbird class, damn it. So, all that to say, I was with a coworker that day, and every time we were about to get out of the vehicle, we were like, oh, this sucks. And eventually I looked at him and I was like, you know what? I'm going to choose to say this and believe this and run with it, because if not, it's just going to be miserable out here. You can't have a good day without a bad day. A good day, by definition, is just a day without a bad day for comparison. So for every bad day you have, just remember there's a good one. There's going to be a good one on the other end of it. There just has to be. That's the universe. That's balance. Richmond, British Columbia is extremely Chinese. Is it? BC, huh? Far from Ontario. Y'all must be on, like, this direction, like the east and west direction from each other, I assume. Surely we have plenty by now, and I think I got enough now that I could probably trade some of this stuff for an ambassador class. Hab. My neighborhood is very Italian. That's so strange. Canada sounds like... Honestly, Canada now seems like a bit more of a mixing pot than America. Well, let me take that back. Canada sounds like more of a mixing pot than America wants to be. We are a mixing pot. It just seems that people don't want to accept that or don't want to be... Like they want to ostrich their way out of it, like just stick their head in the ground and pretend it's not real. But I don't know. I feel like the cool thing about cultures coming together primarily, and this is going to sound shallow at first, but is food. I feel like having like different options for food is so freaking sick. Like I can go 20 minutes down the road and have Indian food. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You used to have to cross like dangerous and treacherous pathways to have like specific cultural foods. Ooh, is the ship here? No, it is not. Okay. I'm not that worried about it. We're going to move on for now. Let's go see about building a Corvette, shall we? I'm going to try my best to build it to look just like the Ranger from Interstellar. And again, if we can't, we can't. Oh, hell yeah. I'm half Portuguese. My vavó, Portuguese for grandmother, is an amazing chef. Hell yes, dude. Hell yes. Learn what you can from that woman. Vavó. Is that... Am I pronouncing that correctly? It's not vavo. That's like the whitest way to pronounce that. Surely it's vavó. Portuguese? Vavo. 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 Yeah, it can't be vavo. That's how I would pronounce that if I were like a middle-aged mom living in Wisconsin. Vavo? It's Vovo? Really? Vovo. I would not have... I literally did not and would not and could not have guessed that correctly. Vovo. Spelled V-A-V-O. But pronounced Vovo. Huh. Yeah, I guess Portuguese and Spanish are pretty close. Because Tito, I know, is uncle. What is grandmother? Siri. What is grandmother in Spanish? Abuela, duh. I was blanking. I haven't used that word in so long, in Spanish specifically, that I forgot. Abuela. Thank you, Red. Thank you. Okay, so let's add all of this to our cache, and let's take inventory, because I've got a ton to work with here. This is already going to be such a great base to build on, literally and figuratively. The only tricky part is this kind of wants your seat to sit at the very front. Don't really know how that's going to look, but we'll just have to see. Trade advanced modules. We definitely want an ambassador, at least, like minimum. Really wish I could increase the number of those. Let's do... Let's do a Titan class. Let's just do one of them. Make offer. Trade offer declined, okay? In that case, let's add on... A ducting joint or two? Let's do 2 ducting joints. Oh shit, hold on. If it's going to increase it by that much, I'm only going to do 1 ducting joint. Yeah. There we go. We got our ambassador class hab. Let's try and get 1 or 2 more. Just for good measure. How much does a ducting do on its own? Where is that? My favorite Portuguese food is this stew with Portuguese sausage, potato, black beans, and noodles. Holy crap. Can you possibly send the recipe? Because I bet that is freaking incredible. That sounds genuinely so freaking good. Like, I know of like American versions or American takes on what you're talking about, and I want that. I want to cook that. I want to try it. It sounds amazing. Let's see. Speedbird diffuser. My mother makes it when fall/winter rolls around. It's my comfort food. Around here, our comfort food when it starts to get cold outside is Japanese curry. which is weird because I'm American, but my wife makes some really freaking good Japanese curry. Oh my God, is it delicious. I'm talking like wow. It's like wow good, you know what I'm saying? It's really good. I feel like I'm gonna need those. Probably not need that. 73%, better than half. Here we go. Oh, we did it. I feel like 3 is a good number for what I'm picturing in my head. And if nothing else, I'll just have extra ambassador stuff to work with, you know? With that in mind, let's try 1 radar dome. 1%, so that's not a super rare part then. The heavy scaffolding I feel like I want to keep. I'll try to find the exact recipe. Please do, because I will try to make that on my own, or if nothing else, get my wife to make it. Because she is an excellent cook and she really enjoys cooking. So that would be absolutely incredible if I could convince her to try and cook that for us one night. Let's see. We've got an industrial joint. I could try that. Let's throw that in there. 6%? Okay. I guess I don't have quite as many rare parts as I thought I did. And that's okay. If a little unfortunate. Let's try 1 of the reinforced hull. Excuse me. Maybe we can do a light thruster. Moderate, okay. We'll take that. We'll take that. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. I saw it, dude. I can't imagine needing more than 2 of those. There we freaking go, bro. And then we could do a walkway. The question is, should we? Yeah, I think we're good with what we have now. Let's just try and throw it together. Create new Corvette. Here we go. Let's start with our mag landing gear. Let's do 1 in the front, 1 in the back. And the ship we're building, for context, let me see if I can pull it up real quick. The ship we are building... that was weird. My file explorer was really slow for a second there. Is the Ranger. There's my dog. We're trying to build this. So this is our goal. We want to get here. I don't know how I can show that to... Got it? Gonna send it over on Discord? Hell yes. I'm gonna save the crap out of that recipe. So this is like what we're going for. So we want the scoop in the front. We want it big in the back with like sublight, 2 sublight, 1 big. And I'm thinking 3 ambassador HUDs with the cockpit kind of midway up the ship. Yo, what's good? I just finished my live stream and now I'm watching yours. What's up, Ray J? Welcome to the stream. We're getting ready to build this in No Man's Sky. So we're going to attempt to do that right now. Essentially, all we really need to do is set a good foundation in the form of an ambassador hub. I'm thinking maybe put it here, here, and here, just to give a nice wide base. We're going to give an ambassador entrance because I have one. I like the way it looks and I want that. Kind of it. Oh, cool. The games that you play are so cool. Thank you, Ray J. Thank you. I don't have much to do with that. I kind of just am here and they were just made, you know? I feel like I can't take credit, technically. Continue modifying. You just gotta accept my friend request because it doesn't want to go through. Stinky Discord. Oh, I will. Any of y'all ever play Banjo-Kazooie NMB? I don't know what the NB stands for. I've not played Banjo-Kazooie, any of them. Are they good? Let's see here. Where's my Discord at? There it is. There we go. Okay. Now, nuts and bolts is basically what you're doing right now. Oh, okay. So like shipbuilding and base building and stuff, I assume. So technically this matches the design language more, but I want to go for like this style of cockpit for several reasons. And I'm not really sure how we can pull that off. I could do an ambassador walkway on top. Put the cockpit in the front here. And then put everything beneath it. So like... So that's going to be the cockpit. This could be the other windows. So maybe we go with a seamless window here and a seamless window here. Can't put a seamless window on top. That's fine. Then we kind of want to go... We just want it shaped downward and then bulky in the back. That's kind of it. To do that... I'm thinking the Super Cruise cowling up front. But we gotta start somewhere kind of big. Like if I put the diffuser up front, can I put a cowling in front of it? It's kind of my thinking. No, I cannot. Okay, that's fine. Be gone with you. What about... Honestly, I could get away with that, maybe. No. No, the only reason I don't want to do that is it doesn't really look like it all the way. Another thing I could do is put walkways here. How many of these do I have? Just one more? Okay, I'm going to cheat a little bit. Let's finish for now. Unable to finalize, no thrust systems installed. Is that all you need from me is thrust systems? Okay. In that case, let's just slap a heavy booster. No. No, we're not going Star Wars with it. Let's put... Is that the same thing? That one's close, and that one's angled and far. Okay. Ambassador sublight thruster. Here we go. Why won't it? Because the window and the wall. It's an isometric car builder with very good physics. Oh, okay. Interesting. I've never been a big car person, but the building does sound fun. I'd make the dumbest looking one. As you should. As is your prerogative. Yeah, building's one of those things, like, I always want to be good at it, but I just never am. So it's wanting the thrusters to be... This is going to be a pain. I think what we have to do, technically... is going to be something like this, maybe? Ambassador sublight thruster... there? No, let's actually remove that. And let's do sublight thruster, flip it, sublight thruster. We put ambassador on the other side of this. Can we not? Okay, then what I'll do is put a walkway. Let's put you there for now. Let's put a walkway there. Let's go with... I only have one of those left. I'm going to cheat it a little bit. I think I'm going to leave this looking as is. It's going to look really dumb But I know where we're heading. I just have to get us there. Can you trust me to do that, chat? Because if you can trust me to do that, great things are ahead, I feel. I gotta sneeze. My goodness. Also, my birthday's in 27 days. I'm gonna be 20? Holy... Congratulations. And early congratulations on your way to 20. I turned 30 this year. Which is a number. That's kind of what they become after a while. It just becomes a bunch of numbers. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Red. I'm trying to think... I feel like our best move... No reactor installed. Let's install this Zenith reactor. No weapon system. Let's just do a phase beam on top. And that's fine. That'll be fine. It'll be more than serviceable for now. I think we're going to want the weapons on the bottom, though, technically. So let's remove that. I'm going to duplicate that as well. That's what I'm going to do, by the way. I'm going to duplicate some of this. Well, like, my age isn't going to end in 10 anymore. I'm going to be a big adult. True. That is a big deal. That is a big deal. I just meant after, like, 25. 25 is cool. 25 is big. And then after that, it's like, okay. And then you hit 30, it's like, goodbye 20s. And now I'm like, I'm just here. Can I mount this underneath, I hope? Yes, I can. Sweet. That's what I'm going to... That's going to be preferred, for sure. So let's finalize that. It looks really dumb. Please ignore it. It looks so stupid right now, but that's kind of the point. It's going to look dumb for a minute. Compare. We're going to buy and add to collection. Do I have to spend 65 million? No, it was free. Okay, cool. First one's free. Now what we're going to do is store both of those. We're going to take out... Not that. We're going to take out our Ambassador class walkway. Our Speedbird nacelle? Good lord, the storage is so much bigger than I anticipated. We'll take that out as well. I'm basically just trying to think of everything, anything and everything that we're gonna need to make this what I want to make it. Structural support. We'll do more of those. That's gonna be good to have a lot of. That'll be nice to have a lot of. And the weapon system we'll buy. Claim ship. What? I don't think that button's supposed to be there. That's funny. Now let's buy some parts real quick. End AJ9. Bright end. Interesting. Purchase modules. Let's purchase basic. And there should be some options in the weapons department. Or so I thought. There's the photon cannon. Let's try... I want some advanced weapons on this thing so we can defend ourselves efficiently. There we go. So there's a photon cannon array. Phase beam array. The problem is I don't really know what is going to be good for... Oh, torpedoes. We actually do want at least one of those. I thought I had some of those already, but maybe I didn't. Oh well. Is what it is. What's insane is this thing can technically go as big as I need it to go. And that's what she said. I'm not going to need the rock hoppers. I'm just not. What's one of those? Unlikely? That's fine. Let's do... Trying to think, because I can duplicate any of this as long as I have it already. So, like, maybe one of those puts us at low. Okay. Okay. What about a Kino? Hey! Alright, that got us there. Okay, cool. All right, now we're just gonna board our crappy ship. I'm gonna have to put. Let's see. I think it was this middle one. We're gonna have to put stairs. Right here, and that should be our way up to the cockpit. Okay, missed it by that much. Destroy that. And we'll put it there. Yeah, this will need rearranged anyway, because that's not going to work for me. But now we're in the cockpit. Okay, why is that working that way? Okay, so I need to go walkway, then hab, then hab. Yeah, I think that's going to be better. Okay. So we'll go up into here. This is my ambassador class. This is like a living ship almost. It's actually pretty incredible because it gives you a full panoramic view. Like literally all the way around your vision. Pretty much the only thing obscuring it is your control panel. It's pretty sick. Alright, and I have no shields, so we're basically just going to hope and pray nothing hits us. And all we really need and want to do is to fly down here. I'm going to pick a more open spot with no clouds. We'll head on down. And because I have the magnetic landing gear, I should technically be able to land on the water. Oh yeah, another cool thing the Corvettes can do, by the way. Fully suspend themselves in the air. We are fully suspended in the air right now. My ship looks so stupid at this point. It looks so dumb at this point in the process. Holy crap. That's okay, though. That's alright. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm not that worried about it, promise. I should be able to land right here. Aquatic landing technology not installed. Cool. So it's magnetic landing gear, but I have to still land on the ground. Got it. Does it touch the ground, I wonder? Let's find out. No, it literally doesn't. It doesn't even touch the ground. What are we talking about? Anyway, so here's what I'm going to do. We're going to take... That's Blockatron ship? It is. It is certainly something. That's for damn sure. We're going to take all of these, put them into my exosuit. Actually, not all of them. Leonius, are you still here? You might want to see this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll just do 10 of them. 10 should be plenty to get the point across. So this I don't really take advantage of super often because I actually like the grind in a weird way. I like being able to go out and look for stuff. Must attach to Corvette. Oh, I'm still in the Corvette build. There we go. Alright. So we can plop this down right here. So we're going to plop that down right there. Now, we're going to go in, and we're going to take just whatever we want more of. Let's say we start with... Let's just look at our exosuit inventory first. Let's just say we start with our Super Cruise cowling. Okay? And we're going to leave it there. Now we're going to take our portable refiner, and we're going to drop that down. Drop it down. And repeat. Why, you might ask? Well, the reason we're doing this is quite simple. What's happening is that we are overlaying so many portable refiners on top of themselves that the game just thinks those two super whatever cowlings are just sitting... I got a little off right there. Are just sitting all in each of these inventories of these portable refiners. So what happens when you pick them all back up is that it just thinks, oh, well, yeah, I mean, this one had it as well, so watch. We pick all these up, and Super Cruise cowlings are going up. Super Cruise cowlings are, yeah, I hope you bought stocks in them. Gonna head out to draw, take care, and don't blow yourself up. I will try my best, Red, but no promises. Enjoy your drawing. Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate you as always. So now we have 50 Super Cruise cowlings. And I won't use all of those, but whatever I have extras of, honestly, I just plan on giving to people. So it is what it is. It'll just allow more people to build more cool stuff, which is always fun. So yeah, now we're going to repeat the same thing. We're going to go portable refiner. The next thing we want to duplicate, which in my mind probably needs to be, I guess, the hull linkage. And same thing, we're going to line it up. I'm just going to do a few of these. I don't see us needing quite as many as like the structural parts, you know? So let's pick those up. And just like that, hull linkages are a little bit more than they were before. Or, well, we have a few more of them than we did before. Plop that down. Industrial joint could be good. Let's go industrial joint. Like I said, not normally the kind I like to smoke, but to each their own. And pick them up. And this basically is just going to cut down on the time that we have to run around and look for these. I'm doing that for several reasons. Like cutting down on that time for several reasons, I mean. Yeah, we don't have anything in our Starship yet. I haven't even put anything in that Starship's inventory, so that makes sense. Hull linkage, we accidentally have a few more than 50. I didn't intend for that, but it is what it is. The Speedbird thing, we'll do a couple of those. I don't know how they'll apply, so we'll see. Pick them up. Nacelle is maybe what they're called. Whatever they're called. We have a few more of them now than we did before. Put it down. Go into the inventory. Let's see. Torpedoes I'm definitely going to want a couple of. But honestly, those are kind of aesthetic. So I'm thinking maybe just 4 of them at like the most. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Oh. Okay, we have an extra torpedo launcher now. It's fine. Is what it is. Portable refiner. Into the inventory we go. The class... Okay, the Ambassador walkway and the Ambassador... Honestly, I should have given myself an Ambassador hab to work with to make a few of those. But we can make do with the walkways, I think, for now. Worst case, we pop a hab off and we make more of it, you know? That's worst case. The really wild part is that once you stack them like that, it's like now we've got how many hab walkways? 10? So now I can just do a portable refiner like 2 or 3 times because it's going to duplicate that exact stack. So hab walkway, boom. And that's like 30 or 40 right there. 10, 20, 30. 40, 50. Okay. That's way more than I'll need. That's overboard, 100%. But yeah, I think that might be what we need. Let's head back up. Interesting. So the mag... I'm kind of wondering if the mag landing gear... I don't know. We'll see. I gotta think on that one a little bit, maybe. I gotta think how we want that to lay out, how we want it to look, etc. Alright, let's go back up to the space station. I don't think the maneuverability will ever be at the point of like an S-class exotic ship. But there is a certain usefulness in having so much extra space. Like leaving the pilot seat being bound to like, let's say 9, for example. Oop. Leave pilot seat 9. So like now I can press 9 and or E and just walk around while it's flying around. It's actually... It borders on trippy, if I'm being honest. It's very strange the first couple of times you do it. Alright, let's modify our bright end, and let's modify it by doing the following. We're gonna move this over there. And then... Actually, no, we're not. We're going to move this here. We're going to build a walkway here. Put this here. Yep, just like that. Then... that there. Walkway there. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, okay. Move that there. Move you there. Move you up. Let's do away with the ladder for a second. The primary thing I wanted to do first was this, and still put you up on a walkway, but right above. So that way you can walk in, go either direction, then go up into the cabinet seat. Is kind of my thinking. And then the ship will continue downward at a slope, of course. And then back here we can put our... What does that add to the ship? Warp efficiency. Interesting. Okay. So that's what that adds. So we'll do a couple of that. A couple of those, I should say. Shield strength. All right. And azimuth does launch. Fascinating. Okay. So what do you do? Maneuverability. Oh, we got to get some Medusa classes. Yeah, maneuverability and boost are going to be nearly essential. Okay. That's interesting. That changes things a bit, I think. So in the meantime, let's try and see if we can make it work the way I'm thinking, which is essentially we want to take... where's the hull linkage? Industrial joint. We want to take some of these, and let's put them here. Here. Change my mind on that. Industrial links up front. And then the cowlings down below. So the super crews are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Shooting up from there. And Fallout. We were on the edge 2 years ago in Tampa. You wanted me to suck your tank top, and I don't even remember why, while we were completely high on Xanax. Do you remember that I called you Isabel? No. I've never set foot in Tampa. So, what? Hilarious sentence, though. I loved reading that. Thank you. Should I go Thunderbird class? It seems like the Titan has the most boost. 9% and 5%. Oh, but more maneuverability. Interesting. I'll do that for now. And then we'll go the windows like we talked about. So let's do that. And that. And it doesn't need to go up much from here. It literally just needs to have something covering it so that it looks a little more like a ship. But it doesn't need to go up much more at all. Like, I'm kind of thinking maybe... I gotta have linkages for that. Let's do... Is there anything here? No. Is there anything... Hull linkage? Honestly, that could be all we need to do. It's just that right there. And then we could... And honestly, I'd kind of rather all of this be walkable as a hab. But it's also not the end of the world that it might not be. What's the heavy scaffolding look like? Does it look strictly like that? Damn. Okay. That's unfortunate, actually. I might not be able to get quite as fancy with this as I thought I could. Then again... Okay. Then I could... Okay, we could pull something off here. Hold on. Hold on, let's see. Is that more so the shape? Possibly, maybe? I only have one of those, so we're not using that for now. I don't have Argonaut hydraulics with a hard frame cowling. That actually does work low-key. You slur very bad tonight, man. Oh, my bad. But I always love you and your kids. Why you slur and stutter? I don't know. Why are you supposed to slur with so many U's? What's the deal there? Explain that one. Let's see here. Let's see. If I flip that, put it back. Let's go there. Can't put it there. That's fine. It's another reason. Literally just another reason for using all habs on this. Okay. That's fine. So your hyperdrive, your maneuverability and boost, your pulse drive, and your shield strength. So really, I don't need more than one of those, technically speaking. The more Zenith, the better. Medusa class is... It exists. Oh, we actually would be better off getting away with the shield. High energy shield. Oh yeah, phase beam array for sure. Okay, I'm kind of getting ideas. Yeah, that's fine. That is fine. Cancel. I'm going to do one thing differently that we didn't... Oh! I didn't mean to get rid of that. Actually, no, it's fine. We can make do because we actually want to use a bunch of those on this ship. Do you at least remember my name back in the day? I was Carter, the one who took you to speech therapy to avoid getting caught with our hands in the Xanax jar. We were a mess, but we loved each other. Ah, yes, Carter. How could I forget my old Xanax drinking buddy? What was I thinking? Of course I remember you, Carter. What's up, man? Welcome back. Welcome back from the dead. I thought you were a goner, bro. Straight up. I thought you were dead this whole time. Turns out you've been kicking. Unable to finalize, no weapon system installed. Son of a... There, happy? Thank you. Okay, there's the Ranger now. Let's head back down to the planet and do it all again. Actually, can I layer them in here? I wonder. Would it allow me to do that? Let's find out. Let's do Ambassador Hab first. Because I do want several of those to build upon and to give me more room to just put stuff in. Okay, so it does let me layer them. Does it let me pick them up? It doesn't. But it did duplicate them that way still, it looked like. Yeah, it did. Weird. I don't think it worked quite as well, though. Where am I going now? What am I doing to get to the cockpit? Cockpit is through the walkway right before the linkage. Okay. This is the walkway, so it should be right above here. So I should be able to put a ladder right there and see... Yep. Sweet. Alright, it's not as fancy this way, but it will look like the Ranger at least, or at least it'll look more like the Ranger doing it this way. Let's head on down. We'll put aquatic landing gear and stuff on at a later date. I'm gonna have to find land for now. Oh, I can't see anything. This must be a, yeah, this is a storm. Okay. Well, that kind of sucks. Let's land here. This would be a good test for our new system as well. I love your veiled embarrassment, but you know perfectly well what I'm talking about. That I'm talking about real addiction. We were two William Burroughs in Tampa, high on Xanax. Then you went overboard with the fentanyl. You've not been high until you tried fentanyl, that's all I'm saying. Have you tried fent? Don't come at me about my fent use until you've tried it yourself, because shit is life-changing, brother. Okay, yeah, I think this is going to be a better solution if we're going to go with the mag levitating. Okay. Ran right off the edge. Alright, that's not what we're here to do. What we're here to do is place portable refiners, fill their inventories, and then get the hell out of here. What are we going to fill them with? Great question, chat. What we're going to fill them with is some of these for sure, because I want the warp drive capabilities. All right. So we built a few of those. Let's do a few of the HAB units, and then we'll get out of here. essentially, in my opinion, you can't have enough habs or hab walkways. It's just going to give you more room and just make a bigger, better ship. You tried it and left me alone in Tampa without a penny. I had to go back to Cedar Rapids with the pit stop, and my parents kicked me out of the house. I've been looking for you for 2 years. Well, you found me. Come and get me if you want, but I'm not going back. Oh, shit. This goes nowhere. Can I put a staircase in here? Oh, dude. Yeah, this is useless. What the hell? Okay, well, false alarm. I'm going to have to keep using these. Which probably just means regular landing gear. As not fancy as that is. Storm clearing. Perfect timing for us to get the hell out of here. Great, thanks for that. Oh, the Medusa. Wait. I don't have any of those. I gotta buy them first. I've got to do a couple of the Medusas. That's kind of all there is to it. We gotta have the Medusas because we want some maneuverability. Because this, it feeling like I'm steering a boat, is not gonna be cool. Or my preference, frankly speaking. So let's fly in here. Spin us around. That saves the game. And the family never forgets. I'm ready to take you back. Enough with Tampa. Come with me to Buffalo before I catch you at home. I have so much fentanyl that you'll become my husband. I prefer doing fent on my own. Anyway, if you enjoyed, thank you for watching. Have a good night, and as always, stay frosty and stay humble.